Ibrahim Traore, mon capitaine, for the win. So Donald Trump sent his missionary to Burkina Faso to ask for forgiveness and to restore the relationship between Burkina Faso and the United States of America after the false accusation that Michael Langley said about Ibrahim Traore and Burkina Faso. They saw how Vladimir Putin treated Ibrahim Traore with respect and dignity. They saw how people around the world, they were protesting in support of Ibrahim Traore. I told you, when you put yourself in certain standard, people surrounding you are going to treat you the same way. That's why we are saying Ibrahim Traore is the president of Africa. Ibrahim Traore is not your mate.
This is a good news. President Donald Trump sends an emissionary to Ouagadougou, but Traore granted no audience. So, after all the gra-gra, President Donald Trump has now deemed it necessary to, partner with Burkina Faso. After all the things that this man said concerning this man, after threat to his life, after sending so many things so that for this man to be quiet, he's now looking for a way to do, let's say, partnership with Burkina Faso. So at the initiative of the President Donald Trump, U.S. Deputy Assistant Secretary of State for West Africa, Will Stevens, visited the Burkina capital on Tuesday, May 27. In the evening, he was received by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Regional Cooperation and Burkina abroad. The U.S. envoy said he came to reiterate the United States' commitment to rebuilding strong cooperation with Burkina Faso. He said, I come with a message from President Donald Trump, which is to work together to build a pragmatic relationship based on mutual respect and respect for each country's sovereignty. We can collaborate to work together to address challenges and improve our relations, he said after the meeting. With the Minister of Foreign Affairs, the aim was to employ various areas and opportunities for cooperation to strengthen relations between the two partners, with several prospects for cooperation, including strengthening trade relations and security cooperation. Mr. Karamako Jean Maria Traore welcomed the approach by the American president, who understood the need to send an envoy to the Fed to obtain first-hand information. However, the Burkina foreign minister also provided clarification on the vision and principles that now guide the Burkina state in its cooperation relations, asserting that the Burkina authorities are committed to building strategic partnerships that enable the building of a sovereign nation. As Burkina, as Sahelians, and as Africans, we want mutual respect for our sovereignty. Africa is a continent like any other, and Africans are human beings like any other. We want a change of perspective and interpretation for us to understand each other, to avoid frustrating rhetoric, and to build our relations on an egalitarian principle. The Burkina foreign minister suggested this to the American envoy. You see, after Trump said this,
Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso is becoming a traitor, and I can't sit back. I watch him unite Africa, because the unity of Africa will make our children to travel to Africa for greener pasture in the nearest future. Hiding in Russia won't save you. All that can save you is to listen to the demand of USA or France. No matter what, we will save Burkina Faso just like we saved Libya from Gaddafi and allowed democracy. No African country should be ruled by military/African mineral resources belongs to us.
after the threat, after saying all these things, after the accusation, the Burkina Faso leader Ibrahim Traore is using the gold mining in his country to enrich himself, that is stealing from their own natural resources. You get the point? And even the threat from the American militaries saying all kinds of things against this man. We equally hear that the American military personnel is already in Kenya. He arrived yesterday. Who knows exactly why they are coming to Africa? You people are the ones saying Africans should go back to their country to develop their continent, this and that. They should leave. You're deporting Africans from your country. And now Africans want to develop their country. People are still looking for a way to eliminate Africans. Who has woken up to say enough is enough, leave our land. We want to mine our resources by ourselves. If you want to partner, you can do business, buy from us. But we want to refine our resources in our lands. Enough of taking our natural resources resources to your own country and then, refining them, then bringing it back to us to buy from you. Whereas the initial resources is ours. Are you guys getting something? So now, Trump have now changed. He's now looking for a way, to come back to Africa because they know that they cannot do without Africans. Now, here are some people's reaction towards this particular news. See what many people are saying in the comment sections, how people are now cautioning President Ibrahim Traore that he should be careful with all these Trump's missionaries being sent to Africa, because nothing good comes from all these Westerners. They all have bad intentions and bad minds. They have come in a rough way, they couldn't survive. They are not coming in a soft landing as if they're coming to partner with Burkina Faso people. That they should be careful because they killed Gaddafi. They've killed all Africans who are trying to liberate Africa. So now they're coming in a soft landing. You should not have mercy with them. It is better you call them off than trying to allow them to come in a through soft landing, because all their hearts are filled with evil. They don't want Africans to compete with them. They don't want Africans to rise. They don't want Africa to be a better place. They want us to keep begging from these people every time. Do you see what this man said in those videos? He doesn't want Americans to travel to Africa for greener pasture, but you prefer Africans coming to your country for a greener pasture. Hello, my lovers and viewers and lovers of good things. See what many people are saying regarding this. Look at this person's comments. This person, Graceful Grace, said, American, hold your peace and let Africa hold their peace. From Friday Simumba, Africa must be very careful with these Western gold diggers who come in the name of bilateral talks. Emmanuel Lati said, they are poisoning someone. That is the strategy. Let Ibrahim avoid them completely. Do you agree with that? Yes, me, myself, I agree with that. This man should avoid these people completely. Another person by Abdul Wahab Amana said, let them start by letting Langley denounce his allegations against Traore. Lami Sokoro said, the immigration should be instructed not to issue visas. Olumide Babtu Sonini Nanini said, America is no longer welcomed in Africa, period. Get out of our land and lives. Daniel Deng Madit Agua said, hidden agendas towards Burkina peoples. This is how terrorism and genocide start. Let Sahelian states and Africa stand up. And Joseph Richard also said, after they tried to end him several times with success, Dari Lyra said, if Donald Trump comes himself in person, then it will be reasonable for President Ibrahim Traore to meet him in person. Sending a team must also be met, likewise not to be made by Burkina Faso president. Equality must be paramount. I love this comment. You note that Burkina Faso president did not meet with a missionary that was sent by Donald Trump. Rather, another minister in Burkina Faso met with this particular team that came for this business partnership or whatever they call it, for let's say their bilateral partnership between the two countries, to have relationship in terms of any international trade they want to do. And this person from Nicholas Judah, he said, first they try to pay, then they murder you. When they can't, they come begging and lying no more. Osida Omondi Frederick, Ibrahim Traore could never let them in Ouagadougou. What is your point there? Because we hear that this particular team landed in the capital city of Burkina Faso. So now people are saying so many things. People are not happy that these people were welcomed in Burkina Faso. They would have not been welcomed in Burkina Faso. This is what people are insinuating. Many comments, many things. People are saying so many things. People are not happy that these people came to Burkina Faso to have a bilateral relationship with them after the several threats to this man's life, after accusation, after saying all kinds of salt against this man. They still want to come, to do business, the relationship with this man. Who does that? So that means America have discovered that Africans are very important, that they cannot do without us. Yes, they cannot do without Africans' natural resources. Without Africans, the white, the Westerners are nothing, because they have nothing. Nkonde Simon says security pass should be entertained at this point. Whenever security is mentioned by the US, it means something else. We all know by now examples are many. Sam Wills said Donald Trump should focus on the USA's high number of homeless and drug addicts in Philadelphia. I think I love what this guy said. Yeah, You should focus on ensuring that US is safe for its citizens, rather than looking for a way to have your relationship with people that say that doesn't want you in their country anymore. That you should vacate, take your ass, men damn ass out of Africa. You're still looking for a way to position yourself in Africa. It is not by force. We don't need you anymore. The same way you don't want Africans in your country, it's the same way Africans are saying that you should go. If you want a business relationship, good and fine. But trying to pose yourself, trying to take control of everything that concerns African countries, we don't need it anymore. We want to have the control of all African affairs by our people, not by foreigners like US, like France, like other countries that you think that you can come to any African countries, stage your militaries, and have control of everything that they have in their resources. We don't need that anymore. And then again, the last person on our list is Uwen Chilingulo. Where Chilingulo said, "It proved these idiots cannot do without us, even though they pretend to be superior." Oh my God. I think I'm in love with this guy comments, huh? What do you think about this? They think they are superior. Superior that does not have natural resources. Superior that are not enriched with different natural endowments. That is why they cannot do with Africa. That is why it seems that Emmanuel Macron of France keep on begging, saying we are friends with Africa, we are friends with Burkina Faso. Please don't make us sad. Please allow us to be in relationship with you, this and that. They are now begging. They tried to assassinate this man, they couldn't survive, and now they are coming in a way, or let's say soft landing. But this man got to be careful with all this, because if you're dining with your enemies, you're expected to dine with a very long spoon in case of any necessity. You must be the first to notify and try to quench against being poisoned. Yeah, my lovers, watch other people's statements regarding what is going on in Burkina Faso. Recently, we equally heard that Burkina Faso are no longer giving a chance to terrorists. They are now giving them woto in a bombastic way. Feel free to watch other people's reaction to what is going on in Burkina Faso, and don't forget to drop a pin on in the comment section. If this is your first time coming across our channel, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the bell button so you always get notified whenever we post our latest content.